Undoubtedly, the breakout of refugee and migratory flows from Southeast Mediterranean Sea to Europe is one of the most premier issues of our era, and namely of the last 2 years. Greece and Italy are in the center of attention of that international issue as gateway to the European Union. From the beginning of 2015, about 1 million people have passed from the shores of Turkey to one of the Greek islands, trying to arrive to the rich countries of North Europe. That situation is considered the biggest mass migration of population of latest history and one of the most important humanitarian crises that Greece is facing.
Greece is the main part of the confrontation and the refugee crisis that is addressed by the mass and traces specific islands of Aegean, where it was obvious that the Greek nation was completely unprepared and it was unable to deal with that address due to the economic and also the political crisis that Greece dealt with. In fact, Greece's reaction to the refugee crisis is positive. In particular, they manifest feelings of sympathy and solidarity facing immigrants. They do not desire the borders closing, and they assume that the inhabitants of the country in Schengen Agreement is major. Schengen Agreement is a treaty in which internal borders audits have been abolished.
More than half of the emigrants entered in Greek state illegally in various ways, coming from Syria, a territory that is characterized by frequent civil reenlistments, internal disputes and target conflicts. Approximately 30% comes from Afghanistan and an important part of Iraq, but they are also coping with wars. Therefore, the huge wave of people crossed Greece mainly consists of refugees. Emigrants usually follow a specific route when they are going through Greece. To begin with, they enter from North Aegean, and some of them settle in Lesbos that accommodates emigrants. Afterwards, they cross the key Athens, and finally they arrive in North Borders, where is the main exit point for almost all refugees who want to get to Europe.
Provided that European countries are exposed to mass migratory and refugee flows from the borders that the refugee issue has international roots and Turkey is suffering from pressure, the flows will not stop in the immediate future. Moreover, the European Union is far from acting in a concerted manner with striking divisions along cultural and regional lines, and a membership that is deeply at odds, especially concerning the refugee numbers that the countries should have to grapple with.
The countries that have taken the brunt of the humanitarian pressure have urged from Arabia to coordinate response to distribute the burden more equally, while many of the rest are wary of the proposed corporate solutions. Despite the reactions, the wars and the political background, there is another issue that came to the front. Specifically, an important number of people believe that refugees are the main source of criminality in their countries. Nevertheless, the arrival of refugees and immigrants don't seem to be involved in crime rates, according to some calculations. Refugees, added emergencies, are actually victims and not felons.